Milwaukee session brought to you by Transfer Pizzeria Cafe. Ty Segall's new album, a double album, is called Freedom's Goblin. He plays Mad Planet tonight. Please welcome to Studio Milwaukee, Ty Segall.
Hello. Thank you. How are you guys doing today? I'm going to play some songs. I want to know you and to feel your green. I want to show you what I have not seen. Before you had a name, before the sailors came, and I would fight to save you, and I would give my life. Oh, now it is morning, and I think of you. I can remember the perfect view before you had a name, before the sailors came, and I would fight to save you, and I would give my life.
You're listening to Ty Segall on Radio Milwaukee 88.9.
Thank you. I hope everyone's staying warm out there in their cars today. Wait for my candle. The wax is almost dry. I'd like to show you before we say goodbye. Goodbye. clouds in the rain, they aren't sad at all. We are alone, that doesn't matter at all. 'Cause I met the man who understands, and he told me most honestly, black magic will save us all. Black magic will save us all. You are the kings and the queens of all. Yeah, your black magic will save us all. Will save us all. We are the magic deep inside. Forget all the others who speak otherwise. Their lies. Pictures and names, they don't matter at all. And we are alone, but that doesn't matter at all. 'Cause I met the man who understands, and he told me most eagerly, black magic will save us all. Black magic will save us all. Yeah, your black magic will save us all. Black magic will save us all. Save us all. Black magic.
Ty Segall on Studio Milwaukee. I know it's early. It's the unrock and roll hour of noon. Welcome. Thanks for being here. So the new album, Freedom's Goblin, as I mentioned, a double album. You're already prolific enough as it is. You know that you don't have to put out this much music all the time, right?
Yes, I probably shouldn't do it. I think a bunch of people are telling me it's not a good business model.
But we enjoy that you put out this much music.
I have fun, so that's good.
Was it supposed to be a double from the get-go? Did you say, I'm going to do the rock opus double album, or no?
I've always wanted to do a double that's totally free and like a freak show type album. But no, the album was more like no rules. Mm-hmm. See what happens.
It's all over the place, too. That's
Yeah.
what I love about it. It's like you got this like screaming anthem and then down to like a nice piano ballad, and it's cool. It just goes all over the place.
That's awesome.
So tell me, you said this wasn't going to be planned as a double album. Do you have a favorite double album, like from rock?
I have a few. Electric Ladyland
It's a good one.
is up there, and obviously the White Album might be my favorite album ever.
Sure.
Maybe. There's a lot of good ones, a lot of weird ones. I like the idea of side 3.
Okay, yeah.
Because you can do whatever you want on side 3. If you make it to side 3, it's like, you gotta listen to side 3 now, you're stuck.
And then side 4 is a catch-all, whatever.
Side 4 is like, here you go, nah.
Number 9?
Whatever.
Yeah. So, how much stuff do you shelve? I mean, obviously you came up with a double album for this. You put out an album a year. You put out EPs. You put out all kinds of stuff. Do you have a lot of stuff in the vaults? Is there like a Ty Segall box set in the vaults waiting?
I have a lot of bad songs. Yeah.
Do those bad songs ever get recorded, or they just stay on a notebook
Well,
somewhere?
sometimes, like an idea from a song becomes the chorus of another song or the bridge of something else. There's lots of bits and pieces. Then there's some really, really bad songs. A lot of yeah! Oh, that's not gonna work,
But what you could do is you could give those to other people, like say, hey, Ty, I'm working on this thing. And then you just give them that yeah, and then they say that it's a Ty Segall song.
No.
So Fred Armisen ends up on this album.
Yeah.
He played on the Everyone's a
Freddie
Winner, the Hot
boy.
Chocolate cover. How did Fred Armisen come to play on your record?
Well, I've known Fred for a while. He's amazing. Actually, Steve Albini is old friends with Fred.
Sure.
And Steve was at my house and we were recording that song. And he's like, he's a ripper drummer, is Fred. Because I was like, I want it to be kind of like, low rider or something.
Sure.
Let's groove it out. And he's like, well, Fred's in town. He's a ripper.
Have you seen
So
his?
Fred came over and he ripped it, and that's that.
And there it is, covering the Hot Chocolate song.
Yeah.
Have you seen his For Drummers Only thing?
That thing is amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
Even as a you play some drums. Was it exclusive drummer? Because I felt as a drummer it was a little inside baseball, but.
Yeah, I'm a drummer, so I got the jokes.
Sure.
I don't know how, but there's non-drummer jokes in there.
Oh, sure, yeah.
The accent stuff
Yeah.
from the States. The drummer jokes are very specific, and I find very funny.
Yeah.
As a touring person,
Yeah. Just like Spinal Tap, it's like
Yeah.
we've all been through that stuff. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did a T-Rex album, which was cleverly titled Ty-Rex. Were you a big Mark Bolan fan leading into that? How did you end up doing that?
Yes, I the idea for that album, Mark Bolan rules and T-Rex rules. I'm a really big fan of the early weirdo Tyrannosaurus Rex stuff, and the first T-Rex record, the midway point between when they went from folk to electric. I really love those songs, and obviously Electric Warrior and The Slider and all that stuff. But the idea from that, the record label Goner was like, hey, do you want to do an album for Record Store Day? I'm not the biggest fan of Record Store Day, personally. I think I like to go to record stores all the time. So
Sure. Every day is Record Store Day.
Yeah, but I get, trying to promote records and record stores. That's obviously awesome. But I was like, well, what's the weirdest thing I can do for Record Store Day that I shouldn't do that maybe people will not like? A whole album of T-Rex covers. Because me, as a kid, I would tell myself, you shouldn't do that, man. That's a bad idea. It's like doing a Beatles cover album. You shouldn't do it.
But T-Rex, the stuff that you did was pretty obscure T-Rex stuff. So it's only like the super fans, the completists, that probably know or knew all those songs.
I do feel like if it was, Bang a Gong, Get It On, all the hits,
Mambo
it would be
San.
a bad album, probably.
But that's where the genius of it is.
I'm a fan of the earlier stuff too, but doing a cover thing is I'm more interested when I listen to covers if someone kind of rewrites the song, takes the idea and turns it into a different thing, or just blatantly play it.
Yeah.
And have it be a like AC/DC karaoke type thing.
Which sometimes, it calls for that.
Sometimes you gotta sing the karaoke song.
That's right. So I know you're a surfer. Have you ever surfed the Great Lakes? And did you even know that we have a surf community here?
Oh, I've surfed the Great Lakes. I've surfed the glaciers, man. I've surfed Alaska. I've surfed everywhere. It's a state of mind, man. No, I've never surfed the Great Lakes, and I will never surf the Great Lakes. That is some insane stuff. That's crazy.
Well, as a surfer, does it interest you?
I strangely take pride in trying to not wear a wetsuit. So no, it doesn't interest me at all.
Fair enough. Just know that the community exists. There's a surf shop.
I think it's so cool. It's like the same thing with like the Alaskan surfers. It's like, you guys are amazing. I will not go out with you to surf. I will watch you in my giant jacket with a coffee.
Fair enough. Do you mind doing one more song for us, Ty?
Sure.
Ty Segall on Studio Milwaukee.
Thank you guys for having me. You say you want to cry, but your tears are dry. When I was that way, there's nothing left to say. Nothing left to say. Now my lady's on fire. She wants to tear it down. She knows you're a liar. My lady's on fire. She said no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. She said no, 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 no. Still I wonder why he had to die. And when I feel that way, there's nothing left to say. Nothing left to say. Still my lady's on fire. She wants to tear it down. She knows you're a liar. Yeah, my lady's on fire. She said no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. She said no, 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 no.
Ty Segall. Keep it going for Ty Segall on Studio Milwaukee. We want to thank Transfer Pizzeria Cafe. The show is at Mad Planet, presented by Cactus Club. You got upgraded. You went from a small venue to a slightly larger venue because tickets went like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah. We want to thank Lodi, our intrepid sound engineer, who always does a great job. And of course, our members, without whom none of this would be possible. So thank you to you for supporting us. For Studio Milwaukee, for Ty Segall, I'm Ken Sumk. I'm going to send it back to the studio here on 88.9.